It's showtime.
Breaking news from the BS and Beer News Desk.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Beer Chaser. I am Dale. With me is Trell. The Saints just lost to the Bucs. Actually 51-44, 51-27. I just made this because I was tired of watching it and I wanted to get this over with. So, oh man, Trell, how's it going, man?
Man, I mean, a part of me want to be angry, but at the same time, it's like, how can I be?
Right.
This isn't our team at full strength. I do believe that at 100% healthy, we are better than the Bucs. No quarterback, top wide receiver goes out, banged up offensive line, rookie QB making his first NFL start on a short week. On top of that, after going through the ringer with Kansas City and how that game turned out,
yeah,
is just I'm almost not surprised, but at the same time, it's like, man, what can you do, man?
Not surprised at the total outcome that we lost, but the way the game unfolded definitely was not predictable at all. So
yeah, it was a mess, man. It was a mess in the first quarter, and I thought we got together in the second quarter when we scored 20 unanswered.
yes,
Then it was kind of sort of a back and forth thing in the third, and then the fourth is just like Todd Bowles is like, all right, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
We stuck around long
exactly.
enough.
Exactly, man. So this is what 4 straight for the Saints losing.
Yep, after starting off hot two weeks in a row, yeah.
So yeah, man. All right, let's go through this game. The Bucs go right down the field on their first possession, throw a touchdown pass to Godwin, 7-0. And the Saints' first possession, we get an Olave fumble, which Tampa Bay picks up and scores, and it's like 14-0 right out the gate.
Yeah, it was. I'm surprised there was like no review for the helmet-to-helmet hit on Olave, because to me it looked like a helmet-to-helmet hit, not intentional, of course, but usually even on accidents, people are getting flagged for that stuff. So I'm surprised that wasn't called.
Okay.
He left the game with a concussion after that. He never came back.
He did.
So
He never returned.
I'm surprised, no one picked up on that and wanted to challenge that. Well, I don't know if you can't challenge that, but I believe that at least should have been looked at a little bit more, because it looked like an accidental helmet to helmet, which is still a penalty in itself.
Yeah. So after that, we get a Bucs field goal to follow this thing up. So now they're up 17-0. But then the next possession, the Saints get the ball and they manage to go down the field and get on the board with the field goal to make it 17-3 Bucs. So at least we had something kind of cooking there. And maybe we can start a comeback here, but it's a big hole we got to dig out of here, right?
Yeah, I was like, okay, we got something. We're as long as we got on the board, I'm like, okay, now you got some type of points. All right, let's settle in and stop them, because our defense, we can hold them. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's get to work. As long as we got 3, try to get another one and chop this lead down. So I was happy that we had something, right? Because the fear I had was getting shut out, because it looked like we was getting shut out at first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was my fear too. But yeah, like the next possession, We got some more momentum because we got like a 3-and-out by the defense, but then they punt the ball. Rashid Shaheed gets it, and he goes 54 yards to the house. So
Yeah.
now it is 17-10 Bucs at this point. Like we got some life here.
Yeah, I got out of my chair. I'm like, that's what we're talking about. I'm like, let's go. Like now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. We got a quick score, just like they got 2 quick scores on us. We got one on them. So I'm like, all right, now we're only down by a touchdown. Now we can now get the ball rolling. I was like, now the game started.
Yeah, exactly. And then defense gets back on the field and they force a turnover with an interception here. And then the Saints go down and they add another field goal. So that makes it 17-13 Bucs. Then we start seeing some injuries happen. Like Honey Badger leaves the game with a forearm injury.
Again.
That was really, really unfortunate there. The next possession, the Saints defense gets yet again another interception. This is Jonathan Abram this time with the interception. He kind of looked like he wanted to go to the house there, man.
Yeah, I thought he would, but
nice. Yeah,
I was like, damn. They did that to us, so I was like, all right. I kind of got agree. I'm like, damn, keep going. Then he tripped. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
we were close.
But then we get the ball after the interception. Boom! It's one play, and Rattler hitting Bub Means for a 10-yard touchdown. Extra point is good, so now it is 20-17 Saints. This is the actual lead here that we had, man. Really good strike there from Spencer Rattler. Definitely not afraid to sling it. And nice to see something happen for the rookie wide receiver Bug Mean catching his first touchdown.
Yeah, and the fact that Means caught that touchdown, it goes back to what I was saying a few weeks ago, how we keep going for Shaheed all the time, is that we got other wide receivers, get them involved, get them going. And, I mean, granted, some of them do need to learn how to catch a football, but that's a different story. But we was using our tight ends more. So it pretty much proved my point that, we have other people. It took Olave to leave to figure out, we got more people on the roster.
That's true, man. That's true. I did like Rattler. I can't wait to see his passing chart. Because I did like how he was using the middle of the field, hitting the tight ends. He hit Morrow, he hit the other one as well for a couple good gains. So
yeah,
I like seeing that.
Wasn't bad. His stats wasn't bad. He was like 22 for 40 for 243 yards. Right. I mean, that's pretty good for his debut.
Yep.
So those 2 interceptions, they were just like bonehead interceptions, but he's a rookie, so you take what you can get, and so
you gotta take the good with the bad with him right now, especially he's playing, with some backups and stuff like that too. So, we're getting back on track here. The Saints defense is doing pretty good, but then it's 3rd and 6, and Mayfield hits Tucker out the backfield. Short pass, but he goes for 36 yards, scores a touchdown, and now we got 27-24 New Orleans at this point. So this is really unfortunate. I'm pissed because it's a good stand. And then we're in man coverage and nobody picks up the back at all. And that's how he goes scot-free out there, man. Not to mention, bad tackling for a lot of the game.
The majority of the game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, a lot of bad tackling. So yeah, that's definitely a problem. So
Yeah, it was. That's always been one of our Achilles heels in the past is we get the coverage, but then we can't tackle for nothing. Like
mhm.
we couldn't tackle Tucker and Irvin at all today. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the oily deaf guy from Family Guy. Like you couldn't catch him. Like
Hmm.
that you
Hmm.
could catch none of them, and it's like at some moment it's like, dude, come on, like you can't catch him. Alontae Taylor, he had Baker Mayfield dead to rights twice and still couldn't sack him, and he ran for a first down. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Yeah. That was really unfortunate. I can't stand it when the Saints can't tackle the quarterback. Like that really gets on my nerves.
Mobile quarterbacks has always been a problem for us.
Oh man, it's so annoying, bro.
Since the dawn of time, it's always been a problem for us.
Um, so the Saints get the ball. We answer back with the touchdown to Alvin Kamara on the ground. But during that drive, Rattler made some good plays, good throws to extend the drives and everything like that. Like I said, you got to kind of take the good and the bad with him. It's his first start. I I mean, I'm encouraged by it. I'd say that.
Yeah, I am too. I like that. You know, when some of the plays went sideways, he used his legs to scramble. So I just want him to learn when to do it and learn when to actually scan the field for open receivers before running. But I liked how he was more poised than anything in the pocket. Scramble when he needed to. You know, wasn't afraid to throw some deep passes, which I wish Kubiak, you know, trusted him more on. Because it to me, I don't know about you, but it seemed like they was a little bit conservative early on in the game.
Um, early, I think they had a few little things packaged for him, some bootlegs, getting them out the pocket, rolling them out, half reads, that kind of stuff. I thought that was pretty smart to try to get him comfortable. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I thought when things got on track, you were running more of that, play action kind of offense, rolling them out. That's in that second quarter when we got all our points, all 27 points is when we were doing this stuff. That's when we were successful. Then some kind of way we got out of it and went to just a straight drop back sort of offense, and that did not work. That's
Yeah,
when the kids started struggling,
yeah,
and the game was not without out of reach. So I don't know why we drifted from that. I don't know, but
he out coached himself. That
yeah.
Kubiak outsmarted himself because
Mhm.
what we were doing in the second quarter could have easily translated over to the third. That would have gave a boost for the defense because let's be honest, the defense was trying their hardest. They were balling the first half and the third quarter, and since our offense was getting nothing going, they gassed out in the in the fourth quarter. They gassed out and they were getting frustrated. That's why they kept getting those silly penalties. So
Yeah.
it was just a case of he just outcoached himself. I mean, credit to the Bucs defense, but at the same time, it's like you had something going and you decided to change it, and then pretty much exposing the kid for already knew that he's not ready to be that starter yet, but he has signs. But they 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 sent him out there like a lamb to the lion slaughter.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, so the next drive, man, the Saints come up with another interception. This is when Breesy deflected the pass. Cam Jordan caught it for the interception. And that put us at the 43-yard line, but we can't do anything with it, so we end up punting the ball right back to him, and that pretty
Yeah,
much ends the half there. So it's game still within reach, but it's just Oh, the bad thing about this first half ending as well is like we had a bad personal foul penalty that took us out of field goal range. We could have actually kicked the ball and gotten maybe 3 more points out of this deal, but that personal foul or whatever put us out of field goal range. So
Yeah.
that pretty much ended the half. And then, like I said, after this, like we really didn't show up at all anymore. That was it. We showed up in the second quarter. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I
that's
mean,
where
on
that's where the Bucs are opening the can, man.
in a game where Baker Mayfield throws 3 interceptions
In a quarter.
in a quarter, he usually doesn't win.
Yeah.
That's usually a bad night. But the fact that we couldn't capitalize off those turnovers,
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
that game should have been closer, or we should have been a little bit further ahead than what we were. But that goes to show that we still got a lot of work to do, and everyone was still caught up in. I think they left all their game back in Dallas.
Yeah, maybe. The second half starts off with the Bucs. They get the ball and they do a quick screen to Chris Godwin, who breaks tackles and just runs away from everybody for 55 yards. It was atrocious. It makes me sick thinking about it. Okay, makes me sick.
Yeah, having him go off, it's yeah. I mean, to hear him call Godwin the Saints killer, I'm like, God. It's like, damn, I can't even argue that because there's no way he should have went off for the yardage and catches he did. The fact that Mike Evans was pretty much a non-factor in the whole game, it's like we easily could have. We had the game, man. We had the game in the second quarter. We just let it go, and just Godwin was going off for God knows how much. I think I remember Godwin had like
hold on. He finished with 125.
Oh, he had 11
yards.
receiving, 125 yards.
Yeah, that 55 yarder was his longest of the day there. Definitely killed us there. So the next possession, the Saints get the ball, and we're moving things along a little bit. On third down, we get a short middle pass to Juwan Johnson. That goes for about 30 yards. But hold on, there's a flag on the play. Illegal shift was the penalty. And so that wipes out that game. We end up punting on this possession. But this illegal shift penalty, bro, has killed us like every single week. We've had a drive where we had like a score taken off the board because of some illegal shift.
And so it's like our offense
shifting, that's all part of our offense. We got to learn how to do this stuff.
Yeah, I agree because yes, our offensive line is usually like a rotation, but now I think we got like the same group of guys now for the time being. So there's no reason why all that time you still can't get together and you still can't, operate on a tighter shift because that is not acceptable. Every game, like you said, we've had a good drive, get in good field position, and then boom, an offensive penalty takes us out of that position, and we wind up not even being able to get those yarders back because Kamara was having a rough game, so that wasn't helping our cause either.
Yeah.
So that offensive line has to get it together. The coaches got to get these guys in the room and be like, what the hell's going on? Because That's not acceptable.
Yep. So we saw Rattler throw his first interception in the fourth quarter. He tried to hit Shaheed on a pass, and so that becomes his first career interception. Um, yeah, I think a lot of well, let me say a lot of quarterbacks. It's just been Rattler and Carr, but Rattler and Carr seem to really love Shaheed. They lock on to him and they end up throwing interceptions, trying to get him a pass that it's not necessarily his strong point on trying to catch, like contested passes and stuff like
Yeah,
that. He finished
yeah,
with one reception for 11 yards, but everybody's kind of trying to get him the ball all the time. So
yeah. You would think by now that okay, deep routes is not his strong suit. Let's go. Let's deviate somewhere else. And I keep saying this: have him run a slant route, or out route, something like that. Because going deep, he doesn't have the physicality to snatch those catches. He can't moss anybody. So
yeah, he definitely not gonna moss you, but you can throw him a deep ball. You just got to get out your hand quick and let him run and go get it.
yeah,
Because he can outrun anybody pretty much.
yeah. But you try to make it, a contest. It's like he's not gonna
Yeah,
win.
he's not gonna win those. Yeah, that's not his thing. That is not his
So
thing, man.
yeah, it. I don't know why is it like that. It's like you utilize the other receivers, and I thought they was doing that because we didn't hear from Shaheed at all most of the game after that punt return. He was around, but he just wasn't a factor. So you could have
Yeah.
easily, except for that, jet sweep that didn't get him very much. But other than that,
Mhm.
he could have been bounced around different fields, but they want to keep him with the long ball, and teams know that, and it's like, yeah, just stick with him, make it a physical contest because our guys can beat him because he's not stronger than nothing,
Yep.
and that shows every year. I mean, every week.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And he's a speed guy. That's what he is. Don't try to make him into something else. Um, so then Baker Mayfield comes back after his little injury he had, and the Bucs start driving down with the running game. Well, Bucky Irvin breaks a 59-yarder, horrible tackling, followed up by a run by Tucker, and then they add a personal foul penalty on the end of that. That leads to Baker finding Craig Otten or whatever, Cade Otten, and then for a touchdown. So it's 39-27 at this point. And then their follow up, the next possession for the Bucs, Irving scored another one. At this point, I stopped watching. I started getting stuff together. Looks like they scored another touchdown too. It's ridiculous at this point. But I thought the defense kind of quit there at the end. They were not trying to tackle no more. They just was done, ready to go.
Yeah,
So
they were gassed. It was like
yeah,
they were gassed. They were mentally drained, physically drained because again, they just came from Kansas City not like a few days ago, and you got to go right into practice and then right into another game 4 days later or 5 days later. So I tipped their hat that they tried their best the bulk of the game, but if the offense ain't working, the defense is balling. Eventually, that defensive juice is gonna run out, and that's gonna spell disaster because they was doing good until the mid third quarter, and then that's when all hell just broke loose after that, and then some of our guys start getting injured and stuff. So it's at, like you said, they just quit on the tackling because they wouldn't even. It was like watching little league football. When little kids, when they're actually trying and they miss. These guys are missing on purpose, and it looks like they're playing a little league game.
mm-hmm. Yep. Um, yeah, man. Listen, I'm just looking at the target share for the Bucs. Pretty much every freaking pass went to Godwin. We couldn't stop him. Period. We just couldn't stop him. 13 targets on the day. He caught 11 of them. We couldn't stop him. We need to find some kind of answer for Godwin coming across that middle and everything like that. I guess the bright side for New Orleans, we found another target and Bub Means, who got 8 targets. He led the team in targets, tied with Alvin Kamara, also with 8. So he caught 5 of those. 45 yards in the touchdown. That might be the only bright spot I can see on offense. Spencer Rattler did some good things. He also took 5 sacks. He threw 2 interceptions. 40 attempts. He completed 22 of them. This is not the situation I wanted to see him in, but it is the situation he was in. I do think he was the best quarterback for us to choose in order to try to win the game, because we got so many injuries. We need somebody that can go off script, and Rattler can do that. It's just
and it's not going to get any better because we played today. Now we got 3 more days to go, and then we got Denver coming into town.
That's
so he's playing on a short leash these past week and a half. So he's not going to get a full practice in until after the bye week, and by then
it's all going to be mental reps this week, because they're only going to do walkthroughs maybe, and then they'll just do meetings. That's it. Like you don't really get practice during these short weeks.
Yeah. So, and that's probably it may or may not hurt us, but we'll see. And then once our bye week goes, once he gets to full practice, we don't even know how Carr's going to be. What if Carr's ready to come back? So I doubt it, but I think if Rattler has a full week of practice, I think he'll be all right. But like you said, this is the worst situation for him right now, because a short week after Kansas City and then turn around and have another short week without a full week's of practice to get ready for Denver. And Denver has a good defense as well. And Bo Nix is coming in on his own, but it's going to be a big pressure game with our old coach coming into town. So Dennis Allen and Kubiak got to have these guys ready, man.
Yeah, you definitely want to win that one. But we got to get some more people back healthy, man. That's what we need. We need some kind of weapons to help on the offense. We go through too many droughts of 3 and outs, and turnovers. The damn penalties got to stop. We finished the game with 7 penalties, 70 yards, 3 turnovers. Like when you're the underdog, man, you can't do those kind of things. Like you gotta play perfectly. So to have a chance, man, at winning. So yeah. This is definitely a tough one, bro. But yeah, you definitely gonna want to win this game versus Sean Payton coming back to the Dome. You don't want that game to go lopsided at all. And I'm pretty sure he will try his best to make it lopsided, but let's not do that, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's not looking good. Our season's not looking good right now. And it's usually circumstances that cost us our season. It's never usually, this quarterback is just awful, or it's just the coaching that's just awful. It's always some type of circumstances that, that we have a bad season. Because, we no Carr, no Hill. I'm pretty sure Olave is going to be in concussion protocol, so he may or may not. I'm not even looking forward to him playing on Thursday against Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally the next man up, and we don't have Taysom Hill either. So it's literally going to be.
Well, they did activate Kendrick Miller off of IR. He was inactive today, but it's possible he could play Thursday. And we can see what he actually can give us in the running game. We definitely need some help in the running game. Alvin Kamara only got 40 yards today. with a touchdown. But the
That's not his
next leading
best.
rusher is Rattler with 27. So we don't get anything else from any of our other running backs in the running game, and we have to do something else if we want to help out a rookie quarterback. And
Catch some
pass the
passes.
ball. No, exactly.
Catch the ball.
That's another problem too. A lot of drops today. But yeah, that's what happens when you got these bad receivers in here after Olave goes down. You know,
Yeah.
they start playing guys they didn't want to play the first 3 games, like Cedric Wilson and Tipton and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, it's just we need more depth.
Yeah.
We need more depth,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Definitely need more depth. All right, man. You got anything else you want to mention about this game?
I mean, the guys tried hard. It is what it is. I get it. Rookie QB. So that again, I'm not really all too upset, but it's just damn, we gave up 50 points in our own building to a rival of all people.
That's never good.
And it's just we need to hopefully these new receivers can get more reps in and watch some film on how to catch a football, because come on, help your kid out. Help the kid out.
Mm-hmm.
He my sense of him is he didn't do poorly as I thought he would.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some instances that reminded you why Caleb Williams replaced him at Oklahoma. So he just gotta take his lumps, go through film, realize what he did wrong, work on that, and be ready for Thursday night, because the kid's gonna be on prime time, and he's got to be ready. Because trust me, I'm 100% sure Sean Payton is ready.
Yep. Yes, sir. What was your record prediction at the beginning of the year? How many wins did you predict?
9.
I predicted 9. Okay. All right. Yeah, I predicted 9 as well. So usually what ends up happening is they start getting hot at the end, and that's where the wins come from.
Yeah.
And then it's not enough to get us into the playoffs. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I've been a Saints fan long enough. I've seen this before.
Yeah, me too. All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yes, indeed, man. All right. So, well, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. The Saints dropped their 4th straight division loss. This one hurts. It sucks. Hopefully, we can find our way out. Please don't lose to Sean Payton. Please don't get embarrassed by Sean Payton. Please make these people stop texting me. Please.
Yeah, the haters come around when we're losing. They always do. They always do. But when we're on top, it's like, oh yeah, you guys are good. Yeah, congrats. But when we're struggling, oh, what's going on with you guys? Oh, what happened? Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Laugh it up now. Laugh it up now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, man. Terrible people out there. So, all right. Well, we will talk to you guys. Well, probably on Thursday after the game. We'll talk to you guys, and hopefully we're feeling a lot happier than we are now. So,
yeah, I'm actually supposed to go out because John's a Broncos fan, so I'm actually gonna.
You'll go out and watch that one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Go out and catch that one.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's
cool.
I gotta go see that one. I mean, when it's playing friends of mine and it's a primetime game, you gotta show up and show out and represent. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I understand. No problem, man. Well, I will definitely reach out to John this week, have him on the show so we can talk Saints versus Broncos. So that'd be good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we will see you guys after the Saints play the Broncos. We'll definitely not hide. Definitely will give you a show, a recap, and be here for all you guys in case you need to shed a tear, or just talk. I'm here for you. All right. I'm hurting. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So
every team's gone through this time. This past couple of years has been our turn because I mean, we're hot for so long that downfall sticks around a little bit longer. So it's expected.
Yep. It's all good, man. We'll be back for sure. So until then, man, see you guys later. Who dat?
Remember to follow us on social media at BS and Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.